Okay. What a good-looking bunch. I am pleased to welcome you to Westminster College's commencement exercises. Please stand and remain standing for the national anthem and the invocation. The national anthem will be performed by Adjunct Professor David Halliday on the saxophone. A number of our graduates today are veterans and future service members. We will recognize them and other veterans in our audience during this ceremony. We invite you to reflect on their service and on the many freedoms we enjoy and they serve for while our national anthem is being played. When the national anthem is completed, the invocation will be offered by Reverend Catherine Putnam Netro of the First Presbyterian Church of Salt Lake City and the Westminster College Board of Trustees.
On this joyful morning, beautiful morning, I invite you to open your hearts with me in prayer as you will. Source of all life, known to us in so many ways, we come now seeking a sense of sacred presence as we begin, as we celebrate the remarkable accomplishments of those whose names will be called. We gather in joy and with gratitude for the persons, the resources, the intelligence, the creativity, the determination that has forged these students' past. May those who cross into a future as Westminster College graduates today know a calling to live into their accomplishments as whole persons. May each be blessed with sufficient courage, surprising imagination, that they might mark this world in meaningful ways, not only with their learned competence, but with peace, justice, and a sense of compassion. Source of future hope, endow this commencement with your wild grace, that indeed each of us may hear and enjoy the opportunities before us. To your glory, so be it, and amen.
Thank you. Please be seated. On behalf of Westminster College, the Board of Trustees, faculty, staff, and alumni, I welcome you to our 2019 commencement exercises. Several individuals who have made great investments in the education of our students are here with us today. First, I'd like the chair of our Board of Trustees, Ms. Jeannie Ambrister, and the trustees who are with us today to stand and be recognized. I'd also like members of the President's Cabinet and academic administrators to stand and be recognized. As is the custom at Westminster, I would like to invite all of our military veterans and ROTC cadets among our graduates and all of the service members and veterans here today to rise so that we may honor you for your service. Finally, would the faculty present here today stand and be recognized? These individuals have had an incredible impact on the students here today. Many of us have waited, hoped, perhaps prayed for this day, this moment of recognition. Commencement marks a beginning, a level of achievement and personal growth in preparation for a life well lived. Wherever they go, whatever their pursuits, these students will always be Griffins, and this will always be their home. Our Master of Ceremonies is the Chief Academic Officer of the college, responsible for ensuring the academic quality of the institution. At this time, I invite Provost Richard Badenhausen to the podium to conduct today's ceremonies.
Good morning. It is our tradition to have one graduate selected by faculty, staff, and students to speak on behalf of the graduating students. This year's student speaker served as both student body president and president, where she prioritized diversity, student perspectives, community relationships, and campus collaboration. An honors student, her time at Westminster has shaped her as an activist and community member and taught her to be an active observer and participant in the world around her. Please join me in welcoming this year's student speaker, Sabby Lauder.
Hello, class of 2019. I'm so excited and terrified. This is just as much of a pep talk to myself as it is a commencement speech. I've been thinking about all of the corny lines and metaphors about graduating from college, spreading our wings and leaving the nest, or closing this chapter of our lives. All of those sayings that you sort of get sick of hearing by the time you make it to this point. At this point, spreading our wings might sound a little more nauseating than it does freeing. My coursework, professors, mentors, parents, and friends have taught me how to think about the world in new and exciting ways. Westminster has opened doors for me in a way that I wouldn't have imagined possible. I even got to make up my own major, and I couldn't dream up a more liberal arts experience than that, and I'm so grateful. And while I feel prepared to enter the world, the truth is that graduating feels like a black hole, and I'm a little afraid to let go of the life that I've built here for myself at Westminster. It's a beautiful one. Just as I figured out how to balance sleeping, eating, friends, and homework, it's over. Or maybe you're just totally brave and ready to take on the world, in which case, good on ya. But that doesn't make saying goodbye to the second home any easier. So yes, it's all scary, sure, go ahead and ask me what I'm doing with my life and my next year, because I have my 30-second answer fine-tuned by now. And those are issues that I get to worry about tomorrow. But today, you and I are graduating. Whether it be your first or second or third degree, you've done something that 68% of Americans won't have the opportunity of experiencing. We'll all walk across this stage, business and art major alike, and we'll receive a piece of paper that tells us that we earned something. And today, that is enough. Today isn't about what you're going to do or what your next year is going to look like, even though I'm sure we'll all be doing amazing things. Rather, today is about what you've done. Today is about all the work and the life you had the opportunity to be a part of on our tiny 2-block campus. Today is a day to honor the person that you've become in these past years and to celebrate it because it's a big deal. That person, this person, that you are and that I am right now deserve to relish this feeling for a second. Go ahead, breathe. You might be worried about leaving your friends or moving back home, or you might be feeling the pressure that you have to backpack across Europe because that's what TV told you you're supposed to be doing. Or maybe you're figuring out how this degree is going to help support your family. Or maybe you're the first person in your family to receive a degree and you feel like you have to do something big and monumental to match that. The thing is that none of us have to do any of that, at least not right this second. What's so beautiful about spreading our wings as we leave this warm nest of Westminster is that we are the ones who finally have the autonomy to do so. You're leaving the nest, but it's finally your turn to figure out what your next one will look like. What kind of a life do you want to lead? What kind of a person do you want to become? And most importantly, how are you going to choose to celebrate yourself? I have faith that my life and yours will be full of movement and growth and success. But these past 4 years have taught me nothing if not that time flies. Moments fly by, the sad ones, the happy ones, and certainly the moments of accomplishment. So today, I invite us all to take a moment and make a nest of our own. One that isn't about who we're going to be or what our next year is going to look like, but one that's about who we are right now. We have the rest of our lives to plan for the future, but we only have this one chance to say goodbye and congrats. I'm so grateful to have had this sanctuary of a school. It's taught me that I'm worth celebrating. You're worth celebrating. We are worth celebrating. So goodbye, congrats, and thank you to Westminster. It's given me a community to learn and grow in, and I love you all, even the ones I've only made awkward eye contact with in Bassus. And I hope you give yourself permission to enjoy this moment. We've done enough for today. Thank you.
Thank you, Sabi. Sabi has been a stellar student who exemplifies the possibilities of a Westminster education. At this time, we will honor members of our faculty who have instructed, mentored, and helped our graduates reach their potential. These faculty have achieved an exceptional level of excellence in their endeavors. To honor them now, I call upon Provost Fabenhausen.
So in addition to honoring our students, through a commencement address, we also take this opportunity to honor members of our faculty who have achieved exceptional levels of excellence in their own scholarly work as well as in mentoring and instructing our graduates. Each year, the college is pleased to award the Manford A. and June Shaw Publication Award to the member of the faculty whose published or exhibited work best represents the faculty's scholarly and professional activities. This year, we will actually be honoring 2 faculty members with this prize due to the exceptional quality of their work. Our first recipient is being honored for her paper, Volcanism at 1.45 MA within the Yellowstone Volcanic Field, United States. As an assistant professor of geology, she is dedicated to providing research opportunities to students, leading field study courses throughout the Yellowstone region, and studying the interplay between tectonics and volcanism in central Utah. Her latest project explores pre-eruptive magma dynamics at the Yellowstone Volcanic Field, seeking to understand the region's super eruptions. Will Dr. Tiffany Rivera please join me on stage? Our second Manford A. and June Shaw Faculty Publication Prize recipient is being honored for his paper, From Migrant Farm Workers to First-Generation Latino College Students, Factors Predicting College Outcomes for Students Participating in the College Assistance Migrant Program. As an associate professor of psychology, founder and coordinator of Westminster's Legacy Steps program, and a multicultural scholar, he's committed to supporting first-generation and underrepresented students. His research challenges common themes about Latinx migrant students and highlights this group's motivation, resiliency, and successes. Will Dr. Julian Mendez please join me on stage? And now to our third award. Created by Bill and Vive Gore, the annual Gore Excellence in Teaching Award is one of the most prestigious awards we offer. This award was created to recognize impassioned teaching and active learning, values that are central to the Westminster experience. Each year, the recipient is selected by previous Gore winners, which makes the award that much more meaningful. Let me ask this year's recipient, Dr. Jeff Nichols, to join me at the podium. Jeff Nichols, a professor of history, joined the Westminster faculty in 1995. Since then, he has had a significant impact on our campus community. His passion for the American West and commitment to helping students is evident in all that he does. In the classroom, he teaches students about the history of American women, explores the environmental history of Moab, and delves into the politics and current events through a historical lens. Outside of class, he is passionate about the Utah landscape and the co-founder and co-director of the Institute for Mountain Research. In fall 2017, his academic expertise and love for the West came together as he co-led the college's first ever Westminster Expedition, a unique semester-long academic trip across 10,000 miles of the American West. He has also led numerous Mayterm experiences in Europe and South America. And beyond his work with students, Dr. Nichols has leveraged his expertise as a historian and academic, conducting research for numerous book chapters and articles, as well as for his well-regarded book, Prostitution, Polygamy, and Power, Salt Lake City, 1847 to 1918. For all of that and so much more, we honor him today with the Gore Excellence in Teaching Award. I now call on Jeannie Umbrister, the Chair of the Board of Trustees, to present the Trustees Character Award.
The Trustees Character Award is presented to a Westminster senior who has consistently demonstrated a willingness to serve the community and the college. This year's recipient of the Trustees Character Award has had a deep impact on our community. As Westminster's first Latinx student body president, this student has made a lasting legacy. Not only has this student been highly involved in the campus community, leading ASW and engaging fellow students, they have also shown tremendous commitment to respecting and fostering diversity. Commitment that goes way beyond Westminster. When this student is not on campus, you'll find them working with the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, spending time with first-generation high school students, or giving a moving speech advocating for undocumented students at the Mexican consulate. Now this student is volunteering their expertise to a new project, working on an advisory board for a foundation that seeks to create a support system for Hispanic, Asian, and African American students. This student lives Westminster's core values daily, but above all, they have been a role model for kindness, inclusivity, and leadership. Please join me in congratulating the winner of this year's Trustee Character Award, Jasmine May.
Congratulations, Jasmine. Should we get a picture?
Yeah, we should get a picture.
As president, I have the honor of presenting the President's Leadership Award. This award is presented annually to a graduating senior who has demonstrated outstanding service to the college, as well as strong involvement with campus activities. This year's recipient of the President's Leadership Award has been an outstanding student, both in terms of academic performance and commitment to the Westminster community. A person of conviction and incredible work ethic, this student has advocated tirelessly for the environment, working with the Great Salt Lake Institute, Environmental Center, McNair Scholars, and Outdoor Program. During their time with the Great Salt Lake Institute, the student has gone above and beyond in research and education. They affected real change. The students' in-depth research, endless determination, and dedication to the environment convinced high-level representatives from multiple state agencies to clean up a tar seep in the Great Salt Lake, leaving a lasting legacy that will protect the beloved ecosystem. When this student isn't going head-to-head with government officials, they are leading peers on outdoor adventures. As a trip leader with the outdoor program, this student made it their goal to run trips that were inclusive of the entire campus and all ability levels. This student's efforts eliminated barriers, helping students of all backgrounds experience the outdoors. In class, this student consistently demonstrates kindness and leadership, never passing up the opportunity to support a classmate. A bright, hardworking McNair Scholar and Honors College student, they have pushed themselves out of their comfort zone and established themselves as an activist who will make a change in the world. This student has been a mentor to peers, an agent for change, a champion for the outdoors, an expert beekeeper, and a fearless scholar. And she will soon be off to the University of Alaska at Fairbanks for a fully funded master's in biology and wildlife. For these reasons and more, I am pleased to present this year's President's Leadership Award to Kara Kornhauser. Kara.
The Neeson R. Bank Award goes to a graduating senior who has demonstrated tenacity and drive in achieving their degree, academic excellence, and a commitment to Westminster's core values: respect for diverse people and perspectives, collaboration and teamwork, and personal and social responsibility. This year's honoree is a military veteran, parent, small business owner, and first-generation college student who is walking today because of what it means to their mother. This student's success is truly a reflection of their hard work, leadership, and commitment to their education. There wasn't a single day this student didn't take their education seriously, only missing class when their second child was born. This student has a natural curiosity and eagerness to learn, and that curiosity extended to the people around them. This student always sought to better understand the perspective of their peers, leading them in projects and discussions and supporting them inside and outside the classroom. Beyond class, this student took every academic and professional opportunity that was offered to them. In their last semester at Westminster, this student competed in Opportunity Quest, launching a new business while balancing their course load, role as a parent, and full-time job as the owner of their existing business. Never one to complain, this student worked every day to make the most of their education. For their tenacity, commitment, and determination, I am honored to present the Neeson R. Bank Award to Ben Paul. Ben, would you please join us? All of the students we have just honored are clearly exceptional people, yet at Westminster we have the good fortune of having a college full of dedicated and impressive students. Every one of the graduates here today has left their mark on our campus and is ready to make their mark on the world. I now invite President Dobkin to the podium to introduce our commencement speaker, Mr. Engels Tejada.
I'm deeply honored to welcome Engels Tejada as our 2019 commencement speaker. Engels graduated with a bachelor's degree from Westminster College in 2013, having made an impressive impact on the campus. He was a member of the Omicron Delta Epsilon Honor Society, the International Honor Society in Economics, a Soros Fellows finalist, winner of the Westminster College President's Leadership Award, and student body president. Upon graduating, he attended that other school in town, the University of Utah, earning a JD from the S.J. Quinney College of Law in 2006. Engels' work now brings him before federal and state courts, representing businesses and individuals in diverse matters, including data breach class actions, finance disputes, claims under the Uniform Commercial Code and state foreclosure statutes, and actions under the Bankruptcy Code and Americans with Disabilities Act. He has been appointed as a judge pro tempore by the Supreme Court of Utah and serves as both mentor and member of the Utah Minority Bar Association, as well as the LGBT and Allied Lawyers of Utah, the National LGBT Bar Association, and the Hispanic National Bar Association. Before and after his legal studies, Engels began his impressive record of service as a non-commissioned officer in the United States Army Reserve, which included 2 active duty deployments in Iraq and Kosovo, during which he provided media support and contributed to internal military publications. He is one of 3 U.S. attorneys who was recently highlighted in the Deseret News for the pro bono assistance he provided to asylum seekers in Dilley, Texas during the Christmas season. Engels is quoted as saying, "Please forget that behind all the headlines, all the discussions, certainly behind all the politics, that these are real human beings here." Engels has been a champion for human dignity and an exemplar of service. He has spent years as a mentor in Westminster's Alumni Mentoring Program and was recently honored as a recipient of the Westminster 2019 Unsung Hero Award by Westminster's College Office of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. We are proud to have him with us here today. Westminster College, with the approval of the faculty and the Board of Trustees, is honored to present Engels Tejeda with the honorary degree of Master of Arts in Community Leadership with all the rights, honors, and privileges pertaining thereto. Mr. Tejeda, will you please rise and come forward to the podium so that we may confer this degree upon you?
All right, Westminster College. It is great to be home. Thank you, President Dodkin, for that wonderful introduction to the members of the board, the faculty. I saw some of my old professors back there earlier, and one of them gave me a bit of a nightmare. I remember a paper that I think I never finished, but it's too long, it's too late. The families and friends who are here, I have to recognize, if I am allowed, one more personal privilege on your day, and it's to recognize my family who flew in from Dominican Republic yesterday because they thought I was graduating again. So they're here, they're sitting over. All right, now I have to say this part in Spanish. Okay, bendición, pero siéntense. They don't speak English, so it's kind of odd that they would come to a speech that I'm going to deliver in English, but I appreciate them being here, much like your families are. And most of all, I want to thank the class of 2019 for allowing me to take a few minutes of your special day to share with you. I am very honored about this degree, and I hope that I can live up to what it represents. Now, I know that it is Saturday morning, and some of us are still waking up, as exciting as this day is. So I have some really good news, and that is that during my time serving in the United States Army, I learned an important three-part lesson. It's very short. It goes something like this. Napoleon was a great general. Napoleon gave really long speeches, and they killed him. So I know that I am all that stands between you and the degrees that you've earned today. So I'm going to endeavor to make this a short speech and avoid the fate of Napoleon. But as many of you know, these kinds of speeches have a fairly common formula. I am tasked with warning you about some of the challenges you'll likely face in your professional careers, offering some advice on how to deal with those challenges, and sprinkling an occasional joke here and there to keep your interest. On that part, I do have some bad news. I am a trial lawyer, and that means I traded away my sense of humor a long time ago. Now, I've tried, so I've done some Google searches, and there were jokes about Arya Stark of Game of Thrones, all right, Miss Vanjie of RuPaul's Drag Race, and Cardi B. But I do not like to joke about people whom I admire and look up to, so that's the end of the jokes. I'm going to have to dive into the more serious stuff right away, the challenges. Over the past few weeks, I've been viewing many of your profiles, the graduates' profiles, on Westminster's social media accounts, and having done that, I know that you are a talented bunch who can face just about any obstacle. So today, I'm going to focus on one challenge that preys upon the capable and ambitious alike. That challenge is apathy. It starts with something seemingly minor, like when someone takes credit for work you've done, or when you are passed over a promotion or a salary bump you've earned. It intensifies when you sustain a more serious blow, such as when you become the victim of a crime that could have been preventable, or worse, you're accused of committing one that you didn't commit. and it takes over when you invest heavily into a cause that others don't seem to get. Add to this the sophisticated spread of cynicism by demagogues who profit from outrage, and pretty soon you start to feel like your participation, your work, and your efforts are pointless. I am not immune to this challenge, and I've learned from my personal involvement in the LGBTQ movement that there is power in our stories. So when I am battling with apathy, or I'm becoming a little bit cynical, I think about a part of my story that seems improbable. In the 1980s, my father came from the Dominican Republic to the United States as an undocumented worker, some call an illegal immigrant. He received amnesty during the Reagan years and citizenship in the 1990s. In 1995, he brought my grandmother and me to the United States, and we all had to work. I had a newspaper route in Midvale. At the time, we still have printed newspapers. I see one Midvale guy over here, okay. And then I went to high school, and during the weekends, I would sell burgers at Arctic Circle, a task that seems fairly easy until you consider that I spoke very little English, and people started ordering burgers with added condiments like horseradish, which didn't really make sense for someone with a foreign language. But we all worked. My grandma, my stepmom, who is also here, at the time worked at a laundromat during the day and would help me with homework at night. My father and my grandma, she was then 57 years old, had two jobs. In the mornings, they would go 8 to 5 to a warehouse. And in the evenings, they would take a 15 minutes break and go and head downtown to the second job, cleaning offices, specifically law firms. That was my only exposure to what we call corporate America growing up. And it is a testament to the promise of this country that within the course of one generation, I speak before you as a trial lawyer at one of those law firms. My story, improbable as it seems, is actually not very rare in America. You heard today of a number of our speakers whose background is rather similar to mine. Immigrants contribute to our agriculture, our service industries, and take care of our children and elderly. According to the Brookings Institution, almost half of Fortune 500 companies were started either by immigrants or the children of immigrants, some of them also without undocumented. We're involved in our armed services, our athletics and entertainment, and we need not look far for evidence of our involvement in politics. Until recently, the daughter of Haitian immigrants served as the representative to Utah's 4th District in the U.S. House of Representatives. And of course, personal favorite, there was the charismatic son of an African man named Obama, who dared to show us that yes, we indeed could go all the way to the highest office in the land. The journey, I would join you in that applause, yes. He deserves it. The journey of immigrants in America is relevant not just because of the ongoing and difficult conversation about immigration in the United States, but also because it offers us a lesson in fighting apathy. That is, in a place where so many strangers from so many different places can do so well, something else must be going right. Let me repeat that. In a place where so many of us, strangers from so many different places, can do so well, so much more must be going right. And there is. You are graduating in a time when young professionals are working on solving humanity's greatest challenges, from climate change, solar energy, income inequality, social injustice. And you already began to play a huge role in this process. We poke fun a lot about some of those things. For example, we often make fun of your use of social media and your obsession with becoming Insta-famous. But consider how social media has revolutionized how we respond to international calamities. Social media has helped us realize that a terror attack in Sri Lanka is not just an attack on them, it's an attack on all of us. That we cannot ignore an Ebola outbreak in the Democratic Republic of the Congo, or on the flip side, that what we say and we do here in the United States has consequences far beyond our borders. In short, it is a modern solution to long-held apathy about others. There is, of course, no shortage of cynics who are quick to ridicule the advances we're making, but that's where you come in. Your liberal arts education at Westminster College has uniquely prepared you to do battle with apathy. You understand that solving America's problems requires the active participation of all of us. It requires the active participation of the nurses, psychologists, healthcare professionals who attend to us when we are most vulnerable, without regard to our differences. America requires the integrity and ingenuity of the accountants, economists, financiers, and entrepreneurs whose task it is to guide the most amazing economic system the world has ever seen. And this comes from a guy, by the way, who is named after one of the fathers of communism, Engels. The economists get that, but your well-rounded education recognizes that we need the active participation of our educators, whose career is to create all other professions, engineers and natural scientists who help us deal with the physical world, social scientists who help us to not only celebrate our achievements, but also confront our failures, artists and athletes who inspire us, philosophers and spiritual leaders who challenge us to ask not whether we can do something, but whether we should. That interdisciplinary training you've received here has prepared you to be our first line of defense against apathy, because when you step back and you consider the role that each of us play, we can't help but marvel at the American experiment. A few months ago, I was working late on a matter for a client, and it must have been around 8 or 9 when I took a break from my office to go grab something to eat. As I wandered to the elevator, I must have startled a young kid who was running around while his mom was vacuuming the hallway. As I passed by him, I heard him whisper in Spanish, ¿Quién es él? Who is that? And she responded, she was busy, but offhandedly, unos de los abogados, one of the lawyers who works here. As I got into the elevator, I couldn't help but marvel that I could never feel cynical about a place like this. And so, class of 2019, as we close this chapter of your story, my challenge to you is that you reject apathy, remain optimistic, and use your Westminster education to help us make a more perfect union where our stories are still possible. Congratulations, class of 2019. May this fantastic institution and our great nation continue to be blessed. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Engels, for that powerful insight, sage advice. You've just really added immeasurably to our ceremonies. Please give our commencement speaker one more hand. All right, now we come to the heart of the ceremony, the conferring of degrees on our students. Ready to do this thing? All right. I invite Jeannie Armbruster and President Dobkin to join me at the podium. We will first award degrees to those students completing their undergraduate education. Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Arts, Honors Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Business Administration, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, and Honors Bachelor of Science, please rise. President Dobkin, I am pleased to present to you the 2019 graduates who have fulfilled the requirements established and who are eligible to receive their bachelor's degrees.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty and deans, confirmed by Board of Trustees, and under the authority of the laws of the state of Utah, I confer upon you the degree you have earned with the responsibilities, rights, and privileges pertaining thereto. We will now call you to the stage individually. You may be seated. Taylor Faye Boggs.
Becky Elizabeth Ludlow.
Gabrielle Marie Corris.
Miranda Ruth Lewin.
Carly Banyane.
Hannah B. Peacock.
Kai Pekulski.
Alexei Masinski.
Ruby Margaret Stratton.
Asia Marie Toronto.
Mackenzie Drubay.
Taylor Marissa Spring.
Joanna June Wenger.
Isabel Geratana.
Josie Stetich.
Kara Kornhauser.
Sabby Louder.
Marissa Powell Van Noy.
Jasmine Guadalupe May Martinez.
Megan Catherine Garrett Connolly.
Brenna J. Hart.
Ciara Jewel Muller.
Oakley Brooks Matthews.
Jamie Crane Mosey.
Jesse Rudy Cervantes.
Natalie Cynthia Bina.
Jasmine Elizabeth Bunyakate.
Katerina Vasiliki Mantas.
Sean Distance.
Julia Lorini.
Anne Solon Bergeu.
Tage Douglas Ryan Gould.
June Lin.
Luke Davis.
Luis Enrique Chavez.
Sarah Marie Nagy.
Annie Rose Brown.
Naomi Abigail Shapiro.
Ember Sienna Bradbury.
Sally Huntress Miller.
Jessica Ellen Morgan.
Scout Anna Envy.
Sarah DiAgostino.
Oscar Rosberg Volo.
Jesse David Maxfield.
Alexandra Morgan Clark.
Ryan Garrett Wagner.
John Finnegan Townsley.
Brendan Dolan McKelvey.
Cole Lewis Cooper.
Joseph G. Kiffney.
Maxwell Lewis Lazoine.
Austin Gordon Robinson.
Alex Solomon Bachner.
Cecile Murdoch.
Hillary Lynn Weixler.
Sarah Rose Weixler.
Allie Bonnie Millerberg.
Alexis Jade Sims.
Anna Elizabeth Job.
Chloe LaBerge.
Sarah Lucia Manukian.
Madison Nicole Ingman.
We don't have to wait for the photo. Okay. Lauren Taylor Hecking. We don't have to wait for the photo.
Gabrielle Barker.
Olivia Jordan Kaze.
Casey Joe Peterson.
Tracy Larissa Kenner.
Alexandra K. Dunn.
Samantha Jean Reynoso.
Autumn Ray Patterson.
Bailey Leanne Gum.
Jillian Tedesco Walker.
Lauren Munson.
Destin Barber.
Hannah Elizabeth Brooks.
Jessa Lynn Salmon.
Phoenix Sapphire Francis.
Kimberly Winter.
Grace Audrey Jensen.
Kelsey Joan Watness.
Jessica Dawn Dirth.
Sandra Loick.
Huda Al-Shekli.
Brittany McCall Brand.
Sarah Foster Cartluke.
Joaquin Coleman.
Madison Aliza Klein.
Carissa Min Yi.
Kennedy R. Lobato.
Adam W. Tarr.
Thomas Van Wielden Bars.
Ariana Magnolia Whittle.
Diane Stacy Pogg.
Thomas David Riley.
Elizabeth Abigail Blackburn.
Finn Kelleher.
Camille Annette Stanley.
Ivy Herr.
Gary Michael Mercier Gonzalez.
Sierra Shantae Everill.
Logan James Stimson.
Carolyn Rose Brazier.
Mackenzie DJ Coughlin.
Sarah Jean Turner.
Renee Ashley Preston.
Amber Marie Staub.
Carolyn Eugenia Janacek.
Cloudy John.
Stephanie Held.
Elizabeth Ann Johnson.
Margaret Demetra Fisher.
Cole Polychronis.
Rachel Kerr Iverson.
Shaylee Sylvester.
Aria Lynn Cedar-Luff.
Jonathan Aaron Shapiro.
Whitney Christine Wakefield.
Emily Rose Mason.
Kelsey Morgan Henriksen.
Kira Stout.
Justin Scott Mandel.
Samuel Grant Robinson.
Nathaniel Montiero.
Elliot Wells James.
Evan Futron.
Evan Bradley Rist.
Peter Haywood Geller.
Charles James Mell.
Jeffrey Milligan.
Olivia Dawson.
Kira Jefferson.
Sean P. Mellon.
Nevin Stewart Zaville.
Mackenzie Marie West.
Emily Marie Halliday.
Logan Peter McClellan.
Kennedy Noel Worley.
Megan Elizabeth Sanchez.
Nicholas Graham Foster.
Clay Benjamin Maxwell.
Chloe Pilahat.
Bonnie J. Earhart.
Curtis Donald Miller.
Hallie Muhlenberg.
Kiera Stuckey.
Casey Gilson.
Mackenzie Lee Hendricks.
Bailey Sill.
Lauren Alexandra Monk.
Riley Madison Cronin.
Brianna Lauren Votter.
Caitlin Felice.
Alexander James Dooley.
Jennifer Marin Labrizzi.
Robert Connor McFarlane.
Joshua Masser.
Zachary Aiden Mayo.
Samuel DiMaggio.
Rebecca Leffel Kemp.
Caitlin Grace Hewitt.
Emily Rose Page.
Diwas Podol.
Chorchit Dahal.
Elena Finley.
Anna Lena Hill.
Brandon Christopher Spellin.
Sophia Kathleen Schreiber.
Ryan Robert Cordes.
Jacob Arlo Oborn.
Dylan Rayleigh Myatt.
Marisol Trejo.
Dallas Montgomery DeGan.
Ali Amir Saliha.
Bobby Brugman.
Jessica Ruth Breda.
Connor William Edson.
Jack Remy Maddox.
Eric Anthony Oriana.
Julia Elizabeth Puckett.
Janine Nicole Turpey.
Melissa Ann Mortimer.
Annalise Nicole Wadups.
Daisy McKell Melly.
Casey Joe Fisher.
Ian B. Johnson.
Brevin P. Ho.
Samuel L. Wilson.
Riley Christensen.
Sophia Michelle Catton.
Max Santabanez.
Nicholas Charles.
Jesse Michael Nauman.
Victoria Madison McBride.
Ariana Gallegos.
Angela Christine Brandon.
Carmen Zuzolo.
Mia Summer Angeles.
Madeline Miller Anderson.
Abigail Lund Ryan.
Jamie Lauren Nimitz.
Robert Dylan Snow.
Dan Chan.
Mirabelle Ilana Duncan.
Diego Edward Moscoso.
Lily Duran.
Bryn LeBaron.
Malia Opperman.
Cooper Blake Springer.
Elliot Burdett Parkin.
Bo Pettijohn.
Congratulations, Bo. Jordan Lee Walker.
Benjamin Louis DeRosso.
Haley Jane Duke.
Madison McCall Paulson.
Ezra Jonathan Schofield.
Jessica Caitlin Kochaver.
Theo Blanusa Davis.
Jane Christensen.
Reese Gabrielle Pearson.
Grant Mackenzie Phillips.
Kevin Richard Tyler.
Nathan Todd Wade.
Braden Ray Pelly.
Ian Robert Syme.
Chase Flinders.
Lane Thomas Gladden.
Colton Scott Atkinson.
Cole Flinders.
Allison McDowell.
Carson Lewis Bold.
Daniel DeVore.
Grayson James Massey.
Conrad Alexander Herman.
Anthony Edward Perryman.
Michelle Miller.
Ian Michael Wood.
Austin Joseph Anderson.
Keely Ann Gill.
Rachel Jones Meckling.
Isaac Burns Pitcher.
Sydney Jewel Emery.
Ryan Matthew Reese.
Blaze Montana Nelson.
Kaylin J. Sanderson.
Brigham Edward Jackson.
Zachary K. Scott.
Alexander Daniel Meldrum.
Travis Mark DeVagerie.
Michael Angelo Mastromarino.
Kelly Marie Clark.
Grace Kaler Gorham.
Tanner Wyatt Josie.
Kara Laurel McFarland.
Channing Grace Porter.
Max Jerome Offit.
Michael John Doherty.
Tucker O'Neill Addison.
Jack Andrew Benton.
Robert Dale Rothler.
Patrick John Marinin.
Adrian Picasso Edwards.
Andrew Harrigy.
Robert Jackson Merrill.
Lila Ann Weller.
Will Forrest Gregorak.
Daniel Luke Mulligan.
Ian Albert Nelson.
Nicolo Coco Nagara.
Aiden Purley Irish.
Connor Gary Lockey.
Von Neas.
Kiana Lynn Webster.
Courtney Lee Bridge.
Aurora Klingen Amundsen.
Isabel Feingold.
Carly Colvin.
Karen Velkarsi.
Mara Elise Kushner.
Jillian Susan Ronay.
Carter Thomas Johnson.
James Alexander Chapman.
Polina Lubvina.
Louise Vittoria Dapper.
Vivian Marie Turnman.
Roya Marie Headland.
Andrea Eva Kohler.
Robert Hardison Swift.
Valeria Jasmine Villegas Molina.
Ghanem Alatili.
Sydney Lee Oplinger.
Abigail Malloy Jacobs.
Rachel Caroline Gluck.
Anna Chaffee Bayer.
Corey Taylor Shaw.
J. David Burrows.
Tate Potter Giddings. I do.
Jacob Matthew Stelter.
Eric Andrew Melmer.
Aiden Ray Crump.
Jeremy Samuel Cota.
Edgar Auchincloss.
Macy Lee Gibbons.
Stephanie Florence Elizabeth Epstein.
Madison Harston.
Noor Hamuda.
Ocean Chrysalis Candler.
Callie Nicole Lunsford.
Brian Tran.
Austin Anderson.
Jesse Hannah Rebecca Lee.
Noelle Baker Johnson.
April Antoinette Miklos.
Kelsey Ray Laramie.
Sheena Hernando Arenas.
Sandro Sturzenhofaker.
Faye Alexandra Galini.
Samantha Elaine Mortensen.
Bradley Dean Banks.
V. Dow.
Tiffany Hope Carlick.
Addison Marie Rosner.
Christina Maria Granjake.
Casey Marie Mortensen.
Tanner Charles Cheney.
Denise Paulina Gonzalez.
Altanai Kosherbeck.
Dawson Bo Whitaker.
Arlie Randall Julia Rivlin.
Cicely Williams.
Max Medley.
Alec Marshall.
Mackenzie B. Cooley.
Joey Harris.
Catherine Ann Doyle.
Reina Yulip Pascual.
Sarah Lynn Sontag.
Bryce Park.
Steve Sherholtz.
Matthew Tyler Mitchell.
Sergio Romero Lopez Parata.
Jared Scott Mullaney.
Alicia Stoddard.
Diana Swenson.
Jillian Joy Mackey.
Anthony Werner Niox.
Ben V. Paul.
Brett Milliken.
Jake Ward Spataro.
Amy Richards.
Erin Jane Gutowski.
Michaela Christie Holt.
Tabitha Noel Alex.
Bobby Jean Simmons.
Tessa Catherine Huckstead.
Angela Christina Mock.
Luis Alberto Lopez.
Monique Hamlet.
Abigail Lee Angel.
Emily Marie Gates.
Carly Cecile Page.
Jessica Jane Satterfield.
Abigail Elaine Lineback.
Caitlin Janine Scott.
Letitia Erickson.
Madiah Morgan.
Allison Squires Cland.
Benjamin Ost.
Louise Benitez.
Mercedes Ray Ortiz.
Lucas Calvin Bonnell.
Andrew James Pinkston.
Joshua Michael Terry.
Joshua Daniel Silva.
Joshua Matthew Burns West.
Celeste Chantal Littlewood.
Jessica Sarah Tagavili.
Destina Antonio Bermejo.
Ashley Annette Covarrubias.
Kaylin John Smith.
Kira Lee Bolander.
Umari Wei Urquhart.
Greta Lee Hamilton.
Kayam Seister.
Brooke Lynn Nielsen.
Sabrina Elise Galanis.
Sarang Yang Samjolka.
Cesar Duenas.
Would you all please join me in a round of applause for these new graduates of Westminster College? All right, we now come to the awarding of graduate degrees. Will the candidates for the following degrees please rise and remain standing? Master of Accountancy, Master of Business Administration, Master of Business Administration and Technology Commercialization, Master of Arts in Community Leadership, Master of Arts in Teaching, Master of Education, Master of Public Health, Master of Science in Nurse Anesthesia, Master of Science in Nursing, Master of Professional Communication, Master of Strategic Communication, Master of Science in Mental Health Counseling, and Master of Science in Applied Psychology. President Dobkin, I'm pleased to present to you the 2019 graduates who have fulfilled and established the requirements and are eligible to receive their master's degrees.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty and deans, confirmed by the Board of Trustees, and under the authority of the laws of the state of Utah, I confer upon you the degree you have earned with the responsibilities, rights, and privileges pertaining thereto. Will all of the graduates from the programs just listed please come to the front and cross the stage?
Shelby Nicolette Chaffis.
Brandy Wentz.
Rachel D. Taylor.
Emily Camilla Gerber.
Delance Warner.
Kenneth J. Jardine.
Nathan Niall Fulmer.
Fatuma Mega.
Sovandara David Noon.
Alex Wyatt Miles.
Lindy B. Porter.
Lorena Arias.
Emma Joy Lee.
Catherine Hansen.
Joanna Loader.
Nathan Lyle Gordon.
Adriana Soto Callahan.
Kimberly Marie Lewis.
Nicholas Scott Clayton.
Jeffrey Gardner.
Samuel Hernandez.
Christopher Earl Gunther.
Daniel D. Cornea.
Walter Joseph Dennison Jr.
Trenton Sean Jones.
Christopher Berger.
Colin Joseph Bess.
Brandon John Wilkie.
Stephen Dwayne Natras.
Jacob David Long.
Valerie Denise Barber.
Mega Jane.
Katie Brockmeyer.
Jency Shu.
Sarah Elizabeth May.
Annalisa Ariano.
Matthew Benjamin H.C. Chen.
Catherine Rose Blakemore.
Chelsea Elizabeth Christoph.
Andrew Douglas Glanville.
Sione Mao.
Shannon Marie Green.
Myra Yvette Vences Saragosa.
Celesta Merrill.
Jennifer Green.
William Tyler McDonald.
Annabelle Aranda.
Fong Min Lee.
Dennis Ohiko.
Madison Drew Gillen.
Elizabeth Edwards Hill.
Tana Sarmiento.
Sok Chan Ban.
Megan Danielle Coffey.
Anya Han Kuliyaya.
Would you all please join me in congratulating the Westminster College class of 2019. I'd now like to invite Mark Crowther, who's chair of the Westminster Alumni Board, to come to the podium and welcome the newest members of the Westminster College Alumni Association.
Hello, I'm Mark Crowther, MBA graduate from the class of 2005 and chair of the Westminster Alumni Board. I know I'm the only thing standing between you and celebrating your wonderful achievement with your loved ones. I also know a Westminster education is a powerful experience that connects you to tens of thousands of people who are pursuing their dreams and influencing their community. We want to show you just a small sample of grads who have used their Westminster education to create a meaningful life.
I'm always a winner. I'm always a winner. Hey, hey. And I break, I fall, I crawl. I carry so much weight that you'll probably never believe it. I fade, I fall, stand tall. Some dream of greatness while others stay awake to achieve it. I do this without no excuses. I just love winning less than I hate losing. Improving the rain through my era. So even if I die for centuries through history, I'm alive. Right? I'm always a winner. Even if I fall, I can still get bigger. The definition of a champion. Definition of a champion. Everyone's a winner. If you fall, get up, you can still get bigger. The definition of a champion. Definition of a champion. No. And it feel like I'm on top of the world. And it feel like I'm on top of the world. And it feel like I'm on top of the world. And it feel like I'm on top of the world. I'm always a winner. Even if I fall, I can still get bigger. The definition of a champion. Definition of a champion. No. I'm always a winner. Hey. Hey. Everyone's a winner.
It was a silent film. I will assure you that most of our graduates are a little louder than that. Okay, on behalf of 22,000 alumni around the world, I would like to welcome you into the Westminster alumni family. Congratulations, class of 2019.
Before our graduates leave us, we offer a special interfaith message from Jan Said, who is Westminster College's Director of Spiritual Life.
O God, my God, creator of all that is, the unknowable essence and source of all good, we are gathered here in love of your creation and praise for the extraordinary successes that come when we work together and appreciate our differences for the advancement of all. We have gathered here to honor the achievements of these amazing graduates that are before us, who wouldn't be here if they hadn't learned your eternal lesson to all of us, that we need each other to succeed. It is with honor of that collaboration, coordination, and compassionate consultations with one another that these graduates, with this community of faculty, staff, family, and friends, have made it to this great achievement of this day. We ask for your continued blessings and support in all that they will do in the future, all of them, all of us. May they become the cause of tranquility of the world of creation. May they be the servants of the entire human race. May they become, with all their hearts and souls, real friends of the people of all nations, the spiritual companions of the adherents of all religions, that they may help to dispel the darkness of the stranger and strangeness and spread the light of peace, of well-being, and friendship in this transitory world. Dear God, we hope that we may reflect your blessings and love to others, that we may go forth with great humility to do the amazing things we were meant to do at this time. Armed with the power of thy love and the new knowledge that we have gained, we go forth, always together in Westminster spirit, to do the great work ahead. Salam, shalom, namaste, Allahu Akbar, amen.
I'd like to share a few final observations with you before we reach the end of these proceedings. For students, before you leave, take a moment to recognize how you got here to this place on this day. Look up at the seats that surround you. Find your family and friends. As you look at them, remember what they have done for you. Think of their support, love, and encouragement they have given you. They have seen you through difficult times, and now they are here to applaud your success. Be sure to thank them. For the parents, grandparents, family members, and friends, thank you for trusting us with and supporting our graduates. Finally, as we draw these proceedings to a close, there is one final rite of passage. You may now move your tassel from the right to the left as a sign of your new degree. Congratulations, graduates.
Will the platform party and the audience please rise and remain standing for the alma mater? Which will be sung by members of the chamber singers. If you would like to follow along, the alma mater lyrics are printed on the back of your commencement program. At the conclusion of the alma mater, the platform party will depart, followed by our graduates. I ask that the audience remain in place until all the graduates have left the floor. Thank you for being here to help us honor Westminster's 2019 graduates.